For assignment 3 on journal articles, you have a lot of information in the background study in the website and also in the textbook. So I'd like to just leap right into searching and show you some of the things that you need to pay attention to as you go through this process. I've chosen the subject of justification in the book of Romans, so I've got justification in Romans. I'm going to do that search. And this is in Library OneSearch, our main search engine. And I've got 1,880 results, which is far too many. I can limit that to scholarly articles, so any popular treatments will be disappearing. I also notice that there's a number of different languages, so I can go down here to limit by language and choose whatever I want to limit it to. So I'm going to choose English. Still have over 1,000 articles. And so here's where subject headings can be quite important. So let's go back up here to subject headings. I've got Romans and I've got justification. Now I could click each one of those individually. It would load up and then I have to click the next one. But I can also click on show more down here. And with that, I get the whole list and I can just choose the ones that I want and then update. I now have 282, and you'll see that there's material here related to justification in Romans, and you can just make use of that. Once again, you can create a citation simply by going over here to the cite function and choosing Chicago Notes and Bibliography, and then just copy this part without the URL. And you'll be just fine. Okay, now there's another way of searching. OneSearch is a big blunt instrument. It covers many databases, and sometimes you want to just focus on your particular subject area. And this is where you can choose databases, and you'll need to do this for your assignment. Databases, and then choose a subject discipline. And these will be specific smaller databases that deal just with that subject material. I'm going to choose religious studies. And you'll notice up the top here it says start with these databases. That's important because these are in kind of descending order, the most important databases, the most important being ATLA, Attila Religion Database. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to type in justification and Romans, and I'm going to do the search. You notice we have fewer initial results. Once again, we have multiple languages, and so you might want to immediately filter for a language. And I'm going to choose English, even though I could choose something else. So maybe you want German articles or Korean articles or whatever. So you've got 541. Now in this case, subject is, you have to open it up. You have to click on subject. And once again, I see some subjects here that are related to that. And so I'm going to once again click on show more, and I'm going to do Romans, and well, justification, biblical teaching should do it. So I've got 228 results, and you notice once again you can get the full text here. Sometimes there isn't full text and you have to do other things, but at least you have the material here, a lot of them PDFs, and they're readily available. I do want to show you one other feature though with regard to Attila Religion Database, and that's the scripture search up here. If you click on that, you can navigate, say you were looking at the book of Ruth and Ruth chapter 4, you can navigate to a particular biblical book. Use the next button down here if you want to go further. But let's expand this, and you'll see Ruth chapter 4. You can expand it further if you want to a particular verse, but let's just start with verse 1. And then you will find articles on Ruth 4. And so that's a way of specifically searching for scripture passages rather than subjects. So that's essentially our databases. If you want articles from one search, choose articles. If you want databases that are more specific, choose databases, articles and databases, and then religious studies.